Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Janaki Shivatas. And Janaki watched our weekly prayer the other day, and she wrote in to say that she noticed that many of the names were Indian, and she would like my opinion of whether Wicca and Hinduism are compatible. And in her letter, Janaki made a number of other points and had a number of other questions, but I'm only going to deal with this one today because I think it's enough for one vlog. And my answer to the question of whether Wicca and Hinduism are compatible is, well, apparently, because many of the names on that prayer list are in fact Indian, and Wicca is growing very well in India at the moment, and I for one am rather surprised by that. I would not necessarily have thought that India needed another pagan religion, but apparently it is finding some very wide acceptance there. And in fact, there's even a particular branch of Wicca, the global tradition of Wicca, started by Swati Prakash, which has its origin in India. And so Wicca growing in India is a thing. And it's been suggested to me that one of the reasons is that Wicca offers a very similar theology and religious structure, but a very different social structure versus traditional Hinduism, and that many people find this freeing and empowering, and yet familiar at the same time. And are Wicca and Hinduism compatible in the sense of can you practice both together? Well, I don't see any reason on earth why not, and apparently a lot of people do. Many years ago, back in the 90s, I was reading a Hindu newspaper in Chicago that actually referred to Wicca as being virtually a Western kind of Hinduism. And although I think that's a little bit much to say, there certainly are a lot of similarities. Although there are a lot of similarities in most pagan religions if you actually study them deeply. And so I would say absolutely they're compatible. I know a lot of people who practice both or practice aspects of both, and I don't see anything wrong with it. So, I hope that answers your question. I think it's a rather exciting question, a rather exciting phenomenon, and it is one of those things that, again, I personally had not expected, but I find to be a very good and very positive thing. So I hope that answers your question, and until next time, may you blessed be. Today's vlog is brought to us by the term, 7 Great Powers.
7 Great Powers. The 7 Great Powers are the 7 basic archetypes to which personal deity tend to correspond. They are also likened to the 7 planets of Ptolemaic astrology. The archetypes are as follows: Goddess, Maiden, Mother, Crone; God, Hero, Lover, King, Sorcerer.